season. Duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season. Uh-oh.
Haminations. How could you? My toxic traits. A few fateful days ago, Bryson told us that a new video was coming. New video tomorrow. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah, Bryson the type of fella to rub his hands together and say, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Bryson the type of fella to draw the devil that's on his shoulder with crayons and markers. Bryson the type of fella to open a scary door and say, guys, you might want to see this. Alright. Haminations toxic traits. This couldn't have come at any better timing. I literally just reviewed his two evil brothers and did a literal in-depth review of which brother I think was more evil. And if you haven't seen that video, check it out after this one. But now we are going to investigate the evils of Bryson. We'll see if this is only the kind of evils that we've known about or if there's more. Let's go, people. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa.
Idiots! How could they fail at something so simple?
Yeah, you do really well.
Easily, and one day I'll prove it.
Oh, I would love if Bryson tried this for real. Don't just draw it, do it, bro.
And begin.
Oh boy. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you always see people do Wipeout, and it's like, they're so stupid. And then that's how they get new contestants. People thinking it looks easy, and then this happening. At least Bryson can admit it in this.
I knew I could. Hi, I'm Bryson, and usually on this channel, I portray myself as the good guy. But today, you will discover
the dark side of Bryson.
Okay.
Let's go over my
no.
toxic traits. Shouldn't take that long to
We'll
get
do the
through.
first 5% of them. Wait, okay, so what's, okay, weird, 2, not smart, 3, inconsistent, trusts others to make his videos? Interesting. Trusts others to make his videos. Is that evil? I don't know if, I wouldn't really say that's evil, but yeah, Bryson should probably do more desk work. His script writing rate is why his videos come out as slowly as they do, so.
Shouldn't take that long to get through.
Part 1, hypocrisy. Oh my god. Okay, you spelled it wrong. Oh no.
Now, I love animals.
Oh no. Okay, toxic trait 1. Maybe, is this my toxic trait? No, this isn't a toxic trait because I'm saying, bro, millions of people are gonna see this video. Make sure you have someone proofreading it who knows how to spell, okay? If he's not gonna correct that, and that was actually how he tried to spell the first title in the video, I mean, maybe that goes into trusting others to make your videos. No, but I think this is how Bryson thinks the word is spelled. That's what I believe. Yeah, okay, I couldn't talk all this smack without verifying 100%. Yes. Okay, thank goodness. Well, I guess I'm not a dingus, so I guess I didn't need to look it up because I'm not a dingus. Hypocrisy.
Now, I love animals so much and would never do anything to hurt them.
But a bug!
Except for bugs and insects. When I see one of these creepy crawlies on my territory, my sweet nature vanishes and I become a sadistic on-site killer.
If wild dogs entered your house, you'd be scared too. It's valid.
Some no-good-to-the-world wasps started setting up nests on my house without even paying rent, by the way.
Wrong place,
so
bro.
I sprayed them with wasp spray. I won't lie, I enjoyed watching them perish. Which reminds me,
that happens.
This here is a salt shotgun. Here's how it works.
I've used one. Well, don't do it outside.
If you don't have one, a normal shotgun is a perfectly fine substitute.
Okay. Question. There are ways to take out a wasp nest and the wasps they'll survive and go somewhere else, right? Is that a thing? If you destroy a wasp nest, are they like directionless and they all die, or do they move on?
Usually they'll just make a new home.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good. It's not something of like destroying the queen or something where everyone's like, oh my gosh, I lived for the queen and now I have nothing.
No, wasps, like, they live for themselves.
Word, yo. Me and wasps. Yo, I feel that, bro. Wasps are sigmas, bro.
And this is a button that could magically kill every mosquito. Basically, if any bugs are watching,
I felt that
I hate
way.
ya, and I'll kill ya. All other animals, you're good. But enough of my crimes against bugs. Let's get into my crimes against people.
Humanity.
I judge people for being fans of nerdy things because they're nerds. Even if I like the exact same things,
the Lego Harry Potter.
I'm too cool for that. And my liking it is not the same as them liking it. I'm built differently. I'll literally be in line at the Lego store on the release day of some new Lego sets, and there are people there, you know, talking about Lego, and I'm all like,
what a nerd.
Look at these nerds.
What a nerd.
Have they no shame? When I do it, it's cool, but when they do it, it's lame. That'll be $1,800. Put it on my Lego brand credit card. See you next week, Jared. Out of my way, nerds.
Yeah,
it's
dumb
the same
nerds.
Thing when I'm stuck
Oh,
in
that guy is a
like,
bro. That guy is a girlfriend, Bryson. You're calling Bryson the girlfriendless man, going by this well-adjusted, healthy couple, indulging in a harmless joy. Yeah, no, when Bryson does it, it's totally fine.
It's the same thing when I'm stuck in traffic. Like, why are all these people on the road when I myself
Idiots.
am also
Pathetic.
on the road? And again with crowded public spaces. Why are all these people here? Don't they know this public
Idiots.
space is for me? Another time, my family and I went to a model train store because...
Trains. Wow, this is pretty cool.
I like trains. We were looking around and I was admiring a train when a man materialized behind me. You have a good eye. That's a G-Gauge 060 VR Class VR1 locomotive.
That's a heritage unit.
It stopped being operated in 1974, but you can still see them at railroad museums or add them to your layout. And I just thought, I like trains too, but calm down, nerd. I feel like it's seen as uncool.
Bryson unknowingly encountering an autistic person in the wild. That is the difference, Bryson. If you like trains, but you don't like them as much as that guy, there's a thing separating the two of you. I am saying this as a person who, if I liked trains, I would really like trains.
I like trains.
That's my new way of saying I'm autistic. I'm a guy who, if I liked trains, would really like trains. That's the new code word, okay?
And I just thought, I like trains too, but calm down, nerd. I feel like it's seen as uncool to be really excited about things because people want to seem nonchalant and don't want to be doing too much. And I'm part of the problem. I should not judge. As long as
If
you're
you
not
like things, like
shoving
them.
it down people's throats, enjoy things. Have hobbies. Be chalant. Have a personality. Be a nerd. Luckily, I've never shoved my interests down anyone's throats.
Never, dude.
Anyways, back to me being a terrible person. When I see an Olympic athlete mess something up, I'm all like, wow, dude.
I could have
Really?
done that.
Amateur hour over here. Meanwhile, I'm sitting on the couch with joints that would explode if I even attempted what they're doing.
Yeah, if you tried to jump.
It's the same thing as a guy watching someone get knocked out in a fight and saying, I
should've-
would have dodged and then punched that guy really hard and won the fight. So you're saying you would punch them and not let them punch you in the fight.
Whoa.
That's what everyone's trying to
That's
do.
brilliant.
It's easier said than done. And you've never been in a fight or had any training. So how can you know that you would do any better?
Test it.
You don't know my mentality, bro. When it's go time,
I see red.
and bodies hit the floor.
I see red, bro.
Why does this happen? Why do people overestimate their ability to do something they've never even tried before? It's
That's
because
called
of the
being a
Dunning-Kruger
man.
effect. The phenomenon where a person learns a little bit about a subject, thinks themselves to be an expert,
Yeah.
and then as they keep learning, they realize the depths
Oh,
of their
I'm
ignorance.
dumb.
Then, if they keep learning, they climb the slope of enlightenment and earn competence that matches their confidence. That initial
Brilliant.
spike of
How can you eloquently describe this so well, but you don't know how to spell the word hypocrisy? I feel like, in a sense, that in itself is hypocrisy. We call that a self-fulfilling prophecy of hypocrisy.
That initial spike of unearned confidence is called the peak of Mount Stupid, and it's where Twitter users live.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Most
Exactly.
intelligence-
That's actually 1,000% true. All of the most outspoken people who just have to weigh in on every issue are typically the dumbest people. Because if they actually had a complex understanding of an issue, they wouldn't just jump in and like just opinions. And I know someone out there is gonna be like, wait, Robert, isn't that what you... No. No, I pick things that I actually do know something about, and I talk about those. I don't talk about all the other things. But yes, that is what Twitter is for.
Gross incompetence and a big opinion of oneself are a pretty potent mix that causes lots of problems.
Yes.
They do make for great epic fail videos, though.
Yeah, that was a few years of my channel. I would watch that. Just watch epic fails.
My leg!
My leg! SpongeBob reference. Self-importance. Okay, they spelled that one right.
I'm guilty of getting on Zoom calls and just looking at myself the whole time.
Considering you went 80 through a school zone, stole an officer's service weapon using a T-Rex grabby toy, and committed massive tax fraud, this court has ruled that—
Yo, can you shut up for a second? Dang, I look good. Ooh!
I should use this webcam more often.
life in prison, no bail.
But I don't feel that bad about this one, because I know you do it too on your Zoom calls. When I
Okay.
text someone and it says they have their notifications silenced, I always hit notify anyway. Who do you think you are, Mr. High and
Wait,
Mighty?
what?
You can take a second to hear what I have to say.
Wait,
I will
what?
not be silenced.
I have never in my life done that. Have you ever done the notify anyway? Or how often do you do the notify anyway if someone's on Do Not Disturb?
I would only do it with like my mom and my closest friends, but after I check their location.
Okay, valid. I don't think...
I do it with anyone I don't really know.
Yeah, I think I've only done it for my dad because I know my dad, like... Actually, no, that's a good point. Maybe I'm waking him up. I don't know. Yeah, I think I've done it like twice in my entire life, and it was with my dad both times. Because my dad's always so excited to hear from me that, you know, I'm like, he won't mind.
Who do you think you are, Mr. High and Mighty? You can take a second to hear what I have to say. I will not be silenced.
Wow.
This is hypocritical of me because I love to silence other people, especially door-to-door salespeople. I think we all hate getting stuck in a situation where a salesperson won't stop talking your ear off and forcing you to be the bad guy by saying, "I'm not interested, get off my property." So to avoid this, I got a doorbell cam. Now I can tell people at my door that I'm not interested without even going to the door.
Yay! You don't have to
Hello?
answer, bro.
Hi, I'm selling rocks. This one is pretty cool, huh?
You don't have to answer at all.
I'm not interested. And then he kept yapping at me, like they do. I just think it would be good to jump on this 2 rocks for the price of 1 deal we have. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Is this a thing?
And as I
Does
waited-
Bryson live in a place where this sort of thing still happens? That door-to-door salesman feels like a relic of the past for me. I have not experienced a door-to-door salesman in literally over a decade. I almost miss that being the kind of problems that you encounter in life, you know?
I just think it would be good to jump on this 2 rocks for the price of 1 deal we have. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And as I waited
This
for a moment in the
once-in-a-lifetime
conversation
rock.
to tell him to leave, the camera made a noise. I think it was automatically letting the guy know that it was recording, but he assumed that the sound meant that I hung up on him. So he got mad and said, "Wow, to hang up on me is crazy." And even
Yo,
though
that's
I couldn't
crazy.
explain to myself, I thought,
Is this a
well,
Zoomer?
he's leaving. I'm getting what I want. So I just let him leave in a huff. And nowadays—
Was that a Zoomer door-to-door salesman? Or is that Gen Alpha at this point? People who just say, "That's crazy," instead of like having an actual response to something. Whoa, hanging up is crazy work. Not answering the door is crazy work. Okay, why not just, if you have an opinion on something, why don't you use your words? You don't have to just throw "that's crazy" at things. I mean, that could go for every reaction channel ever, to be honest. You don't have to just say "that's crazy," you know? People like it when you say words too. Anyways. Wow, mansplaining "that's crazy" is crazy work.
And nowadays, I won't even answer the doorbell cam to salespeople. I'll just watch
valid.
them slowly lose their resolve and leave my porch.
Okay, you don't need to
It's
stare
great.
at them, that's
When I
kinda
watched
weird.
movies as a child, I would self-insert myself as the cool character, and I would imagine my brothers as the mean guys. And it wasn't just in movies.
Valid,
I remember
you're the
being
hero
a
every
child
time.
reading the biblical story of Joseph, where his dad likes him the most, and his brothers get jealous of his threads, so they sell him to Egypt. But Joseph ends up
Whack.
ruling over them. And I immediately thought, okay, so Joseph is me, and the mean brothers are Brody and Braden. Fortunately, life has
valid.
humbled me and taught me that I'm not that guy. And I've realized that my brothers are actually way nicer than Joseph's brothers, and I should be grateful. But the immediate thought in my child mind of, the good guy is me and the bad guys are my brothers, is just hilarious to me.
Yeah, in reality. But no, Braden
That's
is
me.
a chaos.
Ow, you You can't do any of that. You don't
person.
know my mentality, bro. When it's go
I see
time,
red.
I see red and bodies
I
hit the
see
floor.
red.
You are 5 years old. Have you heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect? I used to never admit when I was wrong. Luckily, I grew out of this one, but when I was 12, I was playing this video game with my friends where you throw ninja stars at bad guys. We were competing against each other, and I was in the lead. I took my turn, then Travis went. He threw the ninja stars faster and better than me, and he won the whole thing. I started to have big feelings about that and said, it was a glitch. It wasn't working when it was my turn, but it worked for you. My friend said that I lost fair and also square, and I was bruh. Then later I thought, wow, that was embarrassing. Maybe I should just swallow my pride, admit when I'm wrong, and be so for real.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay. No.
Is this what a healthy emotional response feels like?
No.
A lesson a surprising number of adults still haven't learned yet. I think it's because people wrongfully associate admitting mistakes with weakness, when in actuality, admitting you made a mistake is the more courageous and strong thing to do. To put it briefly, when you make a mistake, you can either double down or level up. I apologize to my friends, and I'm good at admitting when I'm wrong now, because it happens all the time. It's okay to admit when you're wrong. Just say oopsie daisy. Objection, Your Honor. My client pleads oopsie daisies.
What about automobile and whoopsie daisy?
Germans, whenever you call it a car crash and not automobilen whoopsie daisy? Oh my god!
Objection, Your Honor. My client pleads oopsie daisies.
Sustained. Innocent.
Valid. Judgmental. Oh no, Bryson. Did it really happen again? Oh, okay, judgmental with an extra E is considered a legitimate variant spelling of judgmental. Okay, you can say it both ways. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to be judgmental. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't 1 for 3 with spelling your title cards. I just wanted to make sure I have a job here.
If you're a stickler about honorifics, I immediately don't like you. Like, insisting that everyone refer to you as Dr. Jones, especially considering that that's not a normal thing for any other profession.
Thanks, Farmer Brown.
Thanks, Farmer Brown.
You have to call me Accountant Allen.
Oh, that's pretty lit.
You have to. Should I force you all to refer to me as high school graduate Bryson? I can understand these in certain situations, like if your young son had a friend over and the friend said to you, yo, what's up, Tyler? I think it's okay to ask a child to call you Mr. Stevens.
And I am YouTuber Bo. Just kidding. That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. But hey, to be fair.
To be fair.
Well, to be fair.
With the doctor thing, it depends. If you're talking about a doctor doing their job, yes, you always should call them doctor whatever. But if Dr. whoever goes bowling with the homies and he's like, you have to call me Dr. Brown. You have to call me Dr. Phil. I don't know how to do that.
Open the door or I'm gonna throw rocks through your window.
Then that's whack. That is whack. What? I do understand a person who went through like 8 years of schooling to become a doctor. You're gonna want people to call you literally the one thing that you earned from doing almost a decade of school is being legally considered a doctor. Of course you want to be recognized as a doctor. You know, I think that is valid. I think that's valid.
What's up, Tyler? I think it's okay to ask a child to call you Mr. Stevens. But if you're just at a party with people your age and they're like, how you doing, Craig? And you say, you can call me Dr. Smith. Then I think you're insufferable and need to get over yourself a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be
And that's why I'm not gonna call you Your Honor, okay?
Oh,
check your
snap.
ego,
Oh,
Janice.
no.
Bailiff, what was
Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. When I'm a fan of something, I'll intentionally avoid the online community.
Good.
Because in my experience, people start to treat it like a religion and say, you're not a real fan of blank if you don't XYZ. And then people start screaming at each other.
Yeah.
I just like the thing.
I mean, I graduated out of that. I genuinely cannot think of a single person that I know who I ever interact with in life who is immature enough to say something like that. And it's been that way for probably over a decade. Once I got out of high school, I stopped, you know, ever talking to anyone who would be like, oh, you're not a real fan of blank. Do you even know this song? Do you even know that song? Whatever. It's like, oh my gosh. Possibly the most cringe, the most cringe way of thinking ever. If you like the same thing as someone else, That's awesome. You can like it together. And hey, this does go for you guys as well. If any of you guys ever try to talk down to another person who is a fan of mine for not knowing like, oh, my old videos or this video or that video or all of this stuff, that's whack. Don't do that. Everyone discovers things at their own rate. If you are like a hardcore fan of mine and you have been with me for ages and ages and you know all of these different eras and whatever, you probably also recently got into something else that you haven't been around for a while, and there are probably fans who have been around a lot longer than you for that, and you wouldn't want them to talk to you like that, so don't talk to others like that, okay? Just a little message. Being a fan of things is cool as long as you are cool.
And then people start screaming at each other. I just like the thing. I don't want to be lectured to about how to be a real fan. And
True.
I don't want strangers on the internet to ruin this thing that I like because this thing is for me. Don't gatekeep me because I'm not as devout as you and I don't meet some arbitrary rules you made up. Even if someone sees a character design from a show they haven't watched and says, I like that. Boom, they're a real fan. That doesn't mean they have to get a tattoo of it. There's no committee that has to deem someone worthy of calling themselves a fan.
Let's
and
go.
That's when it hit me. I don't like when other people are being judgmental. So I shouldn't do it either. Basically, me judging people for judging other people helped me learn not to judge people as much. Okay?
Wait,
judging people for judging
this is
other
a great gag. I paid for the free app. There's a lot of gatekeeping with stuff like that too. There are some apps that have a free version and a paid version, and if you're a hardcore fan, you'd actually get some value out of paying for the paid version. And then there will be a bunch of free version people who talk down to the people who paid for it because they're like, oh, you don't have to pay for it. You're so dumb. Why do you pay? You're so dumb. It's free. Why'd you know you're That's lame. That is whack behavior. Let people make up their own minds on the value of the things that they enjoy in their life, okay? Bryson, you're seeming pretty well adjusted here. I'm digging it.
Me judging people for judging other people helped me learn not to judge people as much, okay? Of course, I'm not perfect at this. I am a work in progress, and I will still judge people sometimes. For example, I love to listen to internet stories and decide who's in the wrong. Part of why I like it is to try and be a better person, to perceive as many perspectives as possible, and learn from others' mistakes to apply them to my own life. But the other reason I like it is to judge the people in the story and take the moral high ground and think about how I'm a better person and would never do the bad things the people in the story did.
Sounds
Am
right.
I the bad
Sounds
guy
right.
for shooting my neighbor? Okay, let's hear them out. I, 32F, shot my neighbor, 42M, in the head because his dog pooped on my yard. So I knew I had to take matters into my own hands.
Attention span issues.
I have 550 unread messages on my phone, and I've never once in my life read an email. Your message has a 50% chance of being read by me, and an even smaller chance of getting a response. I actually like the little red alert on the app. It looks naked without it. But then, of course, I expect other people to respond to my messages and hear what I have to say.
That one also fits into hypocrisy. No, but that's valid though. Honestly, I have zero judgment towards this one whatsoever because I am a person with ADHD and autism. There are times when I can just not seem to keep up with responding to people. I think I'm better than I used to be. You know what? I think I'm better now that I have a girlfriend and there's, you know, people who I like have to keep up with, you know?
I don't know, sometimes I feel like your secretary. I'm the one who helps you keep up.
Yeah, well, you know, you help me not ghost people and I help you put the lights on in the apartment. No, what do I say? Oh, I know you.
I expect other people to respond to my messages and hear what I have to say. I end up interrupting people because if I don't say what I'm thinking right now, I'll forget. And I hate forgetting. If I do forget something, I try to rewind what everyone said to try and find the part of the conversation that will remind me of what I was thinking. Speaking of interrupting, sometimes I'll interrupt the entire flow of the conversation to make everyone wait for me to slowly look up a meme and show it to them and then get upset when they aren't paying attention. Dude, look.
Bryson.
Hey, are you looking?
Hey, I'm
Funny,
locked into
right?
this
Do you
thing,
like
aren't
that part?
you?
Huh? My
That's me as
conversation
well,
style is
kind of.
show and tell, as you could probably guess by looking at my channel. I'm kind of a yapper. I'm working on doing less show and tell and doing more look and listen. But before I do that, check out this picture really quick. Are you looking?
Cool.
Hey, pay attention.
That's
Look,
a good bow pick.
beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now say some compliments about it. Go on. I'm
Good
waiting.
dog.
I'm
It's a
hesitant
good
to try new
dog.
things because I've already discovered what I like. I'm an outfit repeater, a meal repeater, and a movie rewatcher. And proud.
Valid.
I know what I like. When I say that I like a restaurant, what I actually mean is that I like the one meal I get there every single time. When I look for the menu, I'm
Yeah.
acting. It's a lie. The waiter knows exactly what I'll order, and
That's
so do
funny.
I. It's the same as the last 29 times. I'm working on being more adventurous and trying new things because it's good for me. And it turns out, when you try new things, you find more things to like.
Woo! This is very valid though. And I think it's actually awesome when you really like something and you can just enjoy that thing for an extended period of time and not feel pressured to like jump onto the next thing. Like with music, I am someone who I do not always need to be finding new music. I will listen to songs that I've listened to 50 times in my life, you know, and that will be the thing that I want to listen to now or whatever. Finding something new is awesome, but like I think re-enjoying things that you know you already enjoy as like a comfort, pleasure, relaxation, comfy, whatever is awesome. I think that's cool. I totally believe in rewatching movies, replaying video games, re-listening to music. I think that's cool. But also, yeah, trying new things is also good. And oh, I will say, as an autistic person, I have no problem eating the same thing every single day. I have never had any problem. Like, I could literally eat the same thing every single day for the rest of my life, and it wouldn't really bother me, honestly. But I should be a little more adventurous because variety is the spice of life. Aside from spices, those are also the spices of life.
And it turns out, when you try new things, you find more things to like. Who knew? Will you take option A, rewatch Avatar: The Last Airbender for the 600th time?
Yes!
Ooh. Or option B, watch this new show that your friend recommended to you that has a perfect 10 on IMDb and get $1 million.
Oh, wow.
This is a tough one. In conclusion, I'm a flawed human being, but I learned today that as you keep working on your faults, you'll be able to do amazing things. For example, look how much better I am at this obstacle course now.
Like, oh, you're gonna do so much better now? Let's go. He's gonna do so
As we can see, Bryson has failed. But that's okay, because you learn the most from failure. He can come back tomorrow and try again.
If his name is
The moral of
Frieza,
the
he
story
can.
is to never give up. He's just tired.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
So, after all that, what's the verdict? Am I toxic or not? Am I a good person or not? Or perhaps, did you learn today that it's not so black and white? You thought you were just watching a funny video, but then I sneakily made you learn how to have nuanced thoughts.
Nice.
All according to plan. I tell the little jokes and then sneak a little lesson in, just like a parent sneaking vegetables into
That's
your
what
meal.
I
and
do.
You gobbled it up. Anyway, thanks to my friends and family for supporting me, thanks to my amazing team, thanks to my dog, and thanks to you for watching. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Video's over. Scram! Go on, get out of here! Get!
No problem, Bryson, no problem. That is what I try to do as well, though, for real. I do personally try to do the same thing. People on the surface who don't actually watch my videos will see me and see my video titles and thumbnails and be like, oh, just a guy going, but then you watch the videos and you see, oh my gosh, this guy actually cares about other human beings. And he has nuanced opinions and wisdom beyond his appearance. It's no wonder why he has a university degree and he was in the gifted program when he was younger. It also is not too surprising that he has autism. And the reality is that that's the only way you can get someone who's so silly but so thought-provoking. I'm happy to be that silly thought-provoking guy for y'all. I appreciate when you watch my videos. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you're subscribed to Bryson as well. I think he's a pretty cool guy and his videos are good. And now I have two things for you to check out. This is the video where I compared Bryson's brothers Braden and Brody and decided who was more evil. Check it out if you have not seen this absolute classic. And here is the full playlist of times we have looked at Haminations. I'll see you here or I'll see you there. Have a good one, my friends.